hotel, motel, holiday inn. Whatever you want, I got it. We arrived at the hotel safe and sound, and since our appointment was at 5:30 p.m., we had plenty of time to kick back and prepare. Now, let's dive into a topic that could go on forever: breast cancer pathology. But don't worry, I promise to keep it interesting. Breast cancer can be categorized into two main types: hormonal and non hormonal. And this is based on the hormone receptor status of the cancer cells. Let's break it down, shall we? Hormonal breast cancer. These cancers are influenced by hormones, specifically estrogen and progesterone. Think of them as the drama queens of the cancer world. Hormone receptor positives are cancers that have cancer cells that have receptors for estrogen or progesterone. These can promote tumor growth. So basically, estrogen and progesterone are like that unwanted guest who just won't leave, or as we sometimes say, another party crasher. Non-hormonal breast cancer. Now, these cancers don't care about hormones at all. They're like the introverts at a party, just doing their own thing. HER2 positive is actually a hormone receptor negative cancer. While this can be hormonal due to HER2 overexpression, it's often classified separately because it requires targeted therapies. It's like saying, hey, I'm special, treat me differently. Triple negative breast cancer. This type lacks estrogen, progesterone, and HER2 receptors. It's more aggressive and harder to treat. Think of it as the rebel without a cause. Understanding the receptor status is crucial for determining the best treatment options and prognosis. So let's keep learning, because you know what they say, knowledge is power. Let me take you back to my diagnosis story. Dr. Khan dropped the news. You guessed right. I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. Yes, the overachiever of the cancer world, known for being particularly aggressive. This type is like that friend who shows up to the party but forgets to bring any snacks. It comes with triple negative results for all three receptors: estrogen, progesterone, and HER2, hence the name triple negative. So it's officially in the non-hormonal club of breast cancer types. Talk about a real party pooper. Additionally, she conducted a test called Ki-67, which indicated a 60% likelihood that the cancer might originate from another part of my body. Unusual cells, not typical of mammary tissue, were found, prompting her to recommend that I consult with Dr. Braswell for further insights. We arranged a 4-way call with Dr. Braswell and my 2 younger siblings, who definitely had their share of questions. During the call, Dr. Braswell explained that the cells detected could potentially belong to the uterus or colon. To clarify the situation, she advised that I undergo a CT scan to locate the primary tumor. A few hours after the CT scan, Dr. Braswell reached out with the results. There was no evidence of any masses other than the one in my right breast. No enlarged or suspicious lymph nodes were detected. There were no concerns regarding any other organs. Based on the information, she concluded that the breast tumor was the primary cancer and confirmed that there was no evidence of it spreading. She expressed her satisfaction with these results, saying that they were truly the most favorable outcome we could have hoped for. As I mentioned earlier, I was just visiting the States and it was time for me to leave. Fortunately, my travels took me through the UK. I had to say goodbye to Dr. Braswell, who at that point could only mainly order my lab work. The next day, my blood test came back and she explained the results. Complete blood count was normal, with no anemia and typical numbers and sizes of blood cells. My blood chemistry, all levels were normal, including glucose, kidney function, liver function, and electrolytes. Tumor markers, those usually expected to be elevated in breast, ovarian, or colon cancer, all came back at normal levels. My thyroid function was normal as well. Regarding the staging of the cancer, she noted that one of the lymph nodes in my armpit appeared enlarged on the CT scan. The only definitive way to assess this would be through a biopsy of the lymph nodes. She also said that based on the measurements of the breast mass, which was 1.8 times 2.9 times 1.5 centimeters, she suggested it could likely be classified as stage 2 breast cancer. However, this could only be confirmed if the lymph nodes were involved. The good news was that this stage falls between stage 1 and stage 2, indicating it was caught early. This really highlights the importance of regular self-checks. The earlier you spot that sneaky cancer, the better your treatment options will be. It's like noticing a party crasher before they take over the dance floor. You want to address it quickly to keep the good vibes going. Dr. Braswell discussed triple-negative cancer and the treatment options available, which included chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and possibly radiation. She mentioned the possibility of a lumpectomy after the treatments had reduced the tumor size enough to make that surgery feasible. Notably, she did not cover the option of a mastectomy, as she wasn't certain what stage the cancer was at. Her main emphasis was on starting treatment as soon as possible. I know this is a lot to take in. I felt overwhelmed at times. I was fortunate to have family support, especially my brilliant cousin doctor, who explained everything to me like I was two, and another cousin who recently fought cancer, has a mastectomy under her belt, and is now in remission. Thank God for that. They've been a real blessing. A huge shout out to my American family for all their support. So many wonderful people from my church and beyond. I'm grateful to all of you. You never made me feel like I had a death sentence. Instead, you surrounded me with love and faith like a lively party. Your support has filled my spirit with rhythm, helping me dance through this journey with light and positivity. On my way back to Zambia, I visited family in the United Kingdom. I had a series of doctor appointments, including an ultrasound to check my lymph nodes. Thankfully, the results showed no signs of any issues. The doctor I consulted agreed with the treatment plan suggested in the USA of combining immunotherapy and chemotherapy. He noted that while immunotherapy has been widely used in the USA for the past decade, it was only recently accepted in the UK, mainly due to its high cost. A huge shout out again to my UK family, especially my brother, his wife, my aunts, and my close friends and family. Your prayers and support kept me uplifted, allowing me to maintain a positive attitude and dance through this challenging time, confident that everything would be all right. In May 2025, I returned to Zambia, medically insured as a Gold Plus member with SCS Unisure, which meant my cancer treatment would now take place in South Africa. Just 4 days later, I flew to Johannesburg with my big sister Rachel by my side, surrounded by well-wishes, prayers, love, and strong support from my Zambian family and friends. I felt both excited and scared about what the future would hold for me. Off to the hospital we go. Feelings, right?
nervous. I don't know what to say. I'm scared, actually. Very scared. Here we go.
Well, it's here. Let's go hear what they say.
Yeah. Hospital. Mill Park Hospital. Oh gosh. Trying to film.
My meeting with Prof. Ben was highly informative. I gained valuable insights into the treatments available for triple-negative breast cancer. She provided me with detailed explanations about the combination of immunotherapy and chemotherapy. Importantly, she noted that a mastectomy wasn't advisable for me, as the survival rates for triple-negative breast cancer patients were lower.
So, right, here you've got a little lump. Okay, it's an early stage if it's a breast cancer. Everyone wants to know what stage. Early stage, T2N0, nothing, okay? And when we look at breast cancers, we divide them into 1 of 4 different families. That's a bit like saying TB, malaria, bacteria, and fungus. They're all treated differently. So you treat TB with TB medicine and malaria with malaria medicine. It's the same thing with breast cancers. So I want to confirm, if it is what they say it is, we give a combination of immunotherapy and cytotoxics. There was a youngster in these rooms today, 30. When hers was presented, it was in the glands and massive. She's had a couple of treatments and it's gone, because there's an immune basis to this cancer. And then what we do afterwards is a breast saving operation, a little bit of radiation. So you can take it out and lift and match and do whatever you want. You do not do a mastectomy. Okay.
Thank you.
The survival is worse. Do not do a mastectomy. Okay.
She also clarified that my diagnosis of this cancer wasn't a result of any mistakes I made.
Let's look at how cancers happen. It takes 92 divisions to go from a normal cell to a cancer cell. The mitochondria is the engine of the cell. If it's not working so well, then the cell is plopping along and not behaving, and little repair genes that are trying to fix it, and little hyena cells that are trying to kill it. So the hyena cells are the immune cells. Okay, so there's nothing you've done wrong. 65% of people have no risk factors, 25% family history on their father and mother side, 8 to 12% little gene abnormalities. If it's TRPNEG, you check for BRCA because it affects the whole family. Not that it alters what you do. You don't go suddenly take your breast off, but it sometimes can give you access to other medication if need be. Okay. It's a bit like SARS-CoV-2. There was a virus that was let out of the box. Everyone was exposed. Some people never got sick. Some people had a positive test and get sick.
I never got sick.
Yeah, I never even had a positive test. I was working even in the government environment. Some people got a little sick, some people got a lot sick. The medical fraternity were quick to say, if you're elderly, if you're diabetic, if you compromise immune system, stay at home, you're more at risk. But we know fit people who got ill and unfit people who didn't. It's your body's ability to manage a pathogen. It's the same thing around a cancer. Something you've done wrong. Some little cell has escaped a mechanism. Okay? So what we want to do is try and reboot and refix. So I'm going to phone Prof. Rappaport now and ask him to see you tomorrow. Okay?
She provided me with a wealth of information from her research and papers on breast cancer. She addressed several myths, such as the idea that parabens from roll-ons are absorbed from the armpit into the lymph nodes, and that underwired bras cause breast cancer by restricting lymph drainage. These myths are thoroughly debunked in her paper, Breast Cancer, Myths and Prevention, authored by Professor Carol Ann Ben, who founded a breast health foundation in 2002 while leading cancer centers at Helen Joseph Hospital and Netcare Mill Park Hospital in Johannesburg, South Africa. Professor Ben is certainly no stranger to breast cancer. From the visit, Prof. Ben ordered a repeat biopsy and an MRI so that we could look at the results once again and come up with the perfect treatment plan to start in a few days. We've all seen these movies where the hero bravely tackles cancer with chemotherapy, right? But what exactly is chemotherapy? Is it just a fancy name for a really intense party cleanup? And what about this immunotherapy people talk about? It sounds like a cutting edge innovation from a sci fi movie. But why are these two therapies often paired together like the ultimate party duo? Chemotherapy, or cytotoxics, act like the tough bouncer at the door, ready to kick out all the rowdy troublemakers, aka cancer cells. It's doing its best, but sometimes it accidentally tosses out some of the good guests, the healthy cells, too. Oops. Immunotherapy is like handing out super energy drinks to everyone at the party. It helps the guests spot and deal with the troublemakers themselves. Think of it as empowering the crowd to take action. Now, what are the differences between the two? Chemotherapy sweeps in to clear the chaos, while immunotherapy trains the partygoers to stay alert. The bouncer might cause a few awkward moments, while the energy drinks can lead to some wild dance offs. Now, this combination use. When these two team up, it's like the bouncer clears the dance floor, making room for the energized guests to really shine. Everyone's trying out their best combo moves to keep the party fun and free of troublemakers. In the end, it's all about keeping the party rocking while making sure those party crashers don't ruin the fun.
Confusing information. A lot of information to take in. We're going to go decipher all the information, then get back to you on exactly what the next process is. But yeah, the appointment went well. The doctor's fun. She's nice.
Explained in detail.
Yeah, she explained in detail and
Very positive.
very positive, actually. She's like, oh, we're going to kick this cancer in the... So, yeah.
Gratitude, gratitude. I'm taking a walk through the park. I've had a lovely day, lovely morning actually, I should say. Took the day off work, but I'm very grateful. Grateful. Yembezi, you superstar. Thinking about you, my darling. I'm so proud of you. Keep for your strength, Mama. And it just, you are an inspiration to many people. Continue to fight this thing that you have, C word, because it's gone. It is defeated. You are healing. I love you so much. Thank you for being an amazing sister, friend. And yeah, I'm just sending you some positivity.